In what could only be described as textbook effing around and finding out, a new bill, a common sense bill, has finally been dropped this legislative session here in Mississippi that would make chemical castration an option for judges as a penalty for statutory rape here in the state of Mississippi. First off, golf clap for my good friend, state rep, and my rep out here in Brandon, Mississippi, Mr. Fred Shanks, for dropping the first common sense bill of the session. Unlike Bradford Blackman's conception begins at erection act. What the hell is wrong with these Democrats? Anyway, I digress. Before we get into this bill, guys, are you suffering from low testosterone? If there was ever a video that felt like I needed to talk to my men out there that may be dealing with low testosterone, for some reason, this feels like it, because this kind of shenanigans is definitely low testosterone behavior, and we can help prevent that here at the Clay Edwards Show. Guys, if you're suffering from fatigue, decreased muscle tone, lack of energy, low libido, brain fog, sleep disturbances, or from a personal perspective, things that I dealt with, depression, anxiety, and some other things, insecurity, you could be suffering from low testosterone. Those are all things that testosterone replacement therapy helped me with, as well as muscle gain and weight loss. Show you real quick, little before and after a couple years on testosterone. Nothing to brag about, but a huge difference. Anyway, you saw more than you should. Let's get back to the video here in just a second, real quick. Just text Clay to 601 327 8550. 601 327 8550. Just text my name, Clay, and Men's Health in Mississippi, located at 120 Fountains Boulevard in Madison, will get you booked and scheduled for your complimentary testosterone screening today. They also have compounded semaglutide, which is generic Ozempic. If that's something that may suit your fancy, you think you may need to lose 20 pounds or more to keep weight off, whatever it may be. A lot of great positive side effects from Ozempic and compounded semaglutide that they're discovering. My good friend Sean says it's helped him not want to drink as much. It's kind of killed his taste for alcohol. That's not a side effect I'm personally looking for, but it is one that he has said has helped him out. I'm also hearing that it has helped with sexual stamina, you know. So hey, maybe that's a problem you have. Maybe that's something that can help. Again, just saying, not saying that it works, not saying that it's true. Side effects are different for everybody, but these are some of the things that I'm hearing out there. Text weight loss to that same number if you're interested in that. 601 327 8550. Text weight loss if you're interested in the generic Ozempic, or testosterone, text Clay. All right, let's get back to it, shall we? My good friend, Fred Shanks, has proposed a bill that would make surgical castration a potential penalty for statutory rape here in Mississippi. And you may be asking yourself, Clay, what exactly is chemical castration before we get started here? So I Googled it, and I will pull it up here and we'll tell you exactly what chemical castration is, shall we? Let's pull it up here. All right, Google says chemical castration is sometimes used to reduce the sex drive of sex offenders. It also treats cancer treatment and animal castrations. We're not going to get into those. What we will do is explain. Let's pull it up here. Actually, start at the top. Chemical castration is a treatment that uses drugs to reduce or stop the production of sex hormones. It's also known as medical castration or hormone therapy. You see why we fight so hard to keep doctors from being able to do this to underage children? Whole different conversation for a different time. But this is the same treatment we're talking about doing to sex offenders that they're willingly doing to minors. Let that soak in for a second, will you? If you know a Democrat that supports that, start looking at them side eye. Say, hey, I'm keeping an eye on you. We may need to chemically castrate people who support this for minors. But again, different conversation for a different day. Let's focus on the task at hand, shall we? How it works is this. Chemical castration uses drugs to reduce the production of testosterone and other sex hormones. Why in the blue hell would you want to do that to yourself? Again, another reason why we should do this to sex offenders. Anytime you can lower the testosterone in a man, you are doing irreparable damage, in Clay's opinion. Also, the drugs can be used to treat cancer, reduce sex drive, or treat sexual offenders. Chemical castration is reversible when treatment stops, but it can sometimes have permanent effects. Let's sure hope so on sex offenders anyway. Its uses for sex offenders, as we previously stated, chemical castration is sometimes used to reduce the sex drive of sex offenders. Some of the side effects, which I don't think any of these are bad when we're talking about sex offenders: depression, suicidal ideation, hot flashes, anemia, infertility, weight gain, bone loss, hair loss, and breast growth. Those all seem like great side effects for sex offenders. They should be rotting away in a jail cell in Parchman Prison here in Mississippi. Let's go back to the video at WLBT and let's listen to what my good buddy and state rep, Mr. Fred Shanks, has to say about his proposed bill that would give judges an option for chemical castration here in Mississippi and who would qualify for it and which crimes would qualify for it. Here we go.
Judges could have another option for sentencing individuals convicted of statutory rape in Mississippi if proposed legislation becomes law. Representative Fred Shanks filed House Bill 1028 that adds surgical castration as an additional penalty. Several states have laws on the books allowing for chemical castration as a consequence for certain sex crimes. But Louisiana was the first state to approve surgical castration last year. The proposal pending here in Mississippi wouldn't be an automatic consequence and would only become an option for offenders who are 17 or older and when the victim is 13 or younger.
It's very serious, but due to the fact that the age of the victim, that's what we're taking into account. That's who we're looking out for, and that's the most important feature of this bill.
The bill has been referred to the House Judiciary B Committee. It would need to pass that committee before being brought up for a vote by the...
All right, so what do you guys think? I don't have a problem with it, especially taking the age of the victim into account. There is no reason ever for anybody 17 or older in 2025 to be doing that with a minor of the age of 13 or younger. Get the hell out of here. That's disgusting. You deserve whatever you get, especially repeat offenders, violent offenders, incest offenders. Frankly, I can't think of a situation off the top of my head that I could mentally accept that happening to a 13-year-old child, especially as being the father of a daughter. No, sir. No, ma'am. Hell to the no. Guys, be sure to check out my radio show every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., streaming right here, wherever you're watching this video and on the radio at 103.9 FM WYAB. It is called The Clay Edwards Show, as you see up here on the banner. Swing by my website today. Grab one of my brand new hats. I mean, if there was ever a bill that defined effing around and finding out, or fa-foing, as we call it, it would definitely be somebody knowing that they could be castrated and still moving forward with committing that crime. That is effing around and finding out, textbook effing around and finding out. Also, we got hoodies, shirts, and more available. Check out the shirts. Boom, I'm wearing this one right now. Not only am I a client, I'm also the president. Or is it the other way around? Anyway, we got it available in black as well. We got it available in the hoodie. We also have our new blackout tag edition available in the hoodie and t-shirt. Grab yours today at buyfafo.com. Thank you for the support. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and share wherever you're watching this video, as well as the podcast in audio format is available. Just search Clay Edwards Show wherever you download podcasts, stream music, audiobooks, and more. It updates every day by 10 a.m. with no commercials. Peace out.